was on the way, I never saw it coming. By the time I figured out it wasn't no use in running, I thought.
So, if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I tweeted. Okay, let me just start over. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I had uploaded a picture of this hair and you guys went bananas. And this hair is from one of my favorite companies, which is Magic Hair Company. And this is actually a lace U-part. Let me stop being rude. Let me cut my phone down because somebody don't get it. But this is a lace U-part. So I don't wear sew-ins anymore. I only wear U-parts. So this was a match made in freaking heaven. So, they had asked me after I did my Filipino hair, they had asked me to review, they asked me to pick something on their site again, and I had a pleasant experience with them last time, so I said of course, and someone actually tweeted me and said, have I ever used a lace U-part, and I had said I didn't even know they existed, but it's one of the best inventions ever, because it's one, way less time consuming than a typical U-part. It lays flatter, than a regular U-part, and also it's, I don't know how to explain it, it's less bulky, I guess you could say. I mean, my U-parts, I try to make them as flat as I possibly can, but when you're trying to put 5 bundles of hair on a cap and your head is not that big, that tends to be a sort of kind of like a problem. So what I did was I had my hairstylist just braid me a beehive. Not the typical 2 that I usually do or whatever. I didn't get one of those. I just had her literally start in the back and then just go around and then leave out this much of my leave out. My hair is dirty right now, so I am not gonna get all up in the camera right now, but we're gonna just bust one of those. But yeah, my hair is dirty because I've been wearing this for like a week and I need to wash it because you guys know I got that real nasty scalp. But just let's look at it from this side. Yeah, I want to say it's 28 or 26 inches, but let me check. That's not it. I love it, y'all. It's like everything. I got this Aaliyah swoop up in the front, killing the game. You know, hurting these hoes. You know, it's silky. It's Virgin Indian. It doesn't say Virgin Indian. It just says U-part Silky Straight Virgin 26. And this is the Magic Hair Company card. But this came around it, and it came with this net on it. I don't know if I kept the lace. Usually I'll just throw it in here. This came, you know, the wig was around this. So you guys know, you've seen my other wigs. It's pretty much like that. So it came with lace around the entire thing. I posted a picture. I probably use it as a screen cap or a thumbnail for this video. But I pretty much had that. I just cut everything off. It had combs in it, which is good for people who do not want to sew it down. I personally sewed it down because I needed to, because of the simple fact that I planned on like wearing it and not taking it off, like I have not. So I knew for a fact that I was going to need to definitely need to sew it down, but it did come with a comb in the back, like right here. It came 2 on the side and 1 in the back. They were sewn in. I took them out because if I try to keep the combs in and sew it down, it would have been in certain areas, it wouldn't have flexed right and it would just look stupid. So I took those out, but that is an option if you want to, and I'm glad that they actually put the combs in as an option. They don't take nothing but 5 minutes to take out. So heck, and you can actually put them back in if you really wanted to. I haven't had any shedding with the hair at all. I haven't had any issues with it. I did cut it and I did layer it, so it could. Okay, my camera had ran out of space. Well, my iPad ran out of space. But one of the things that I didn't like that I had to do was I had to put tracks in it. Like I did my wig, I had to put tracks in it because it was not full enough for the length, and it was 26 inches, and it was, for me, it just wasn't thick enough. So I went on and just did like I did, just parted it, sewn some hair in it. And I actually used some of my other hair from my U-part, my Filipino hair. So this still is the same company. It's just a different texture. But I just straightened it, and it just added some weight to it. It added some, you know, it just made it feel much fuller for the look, especially with all this volume I have going on at the top. It made it look a little bit fuller. Because if I would have did this and the hair wasn't as full, it would have just not, it wouldn't have gave you your life. It just would have gave you your death. So it's just, But other than that, though, I have yet to have any issues. And that's why I wanted to wear this hair for for a long enough duration to kind of get it, because U-parts and wefted hair are two different things when it comes down to how they act, especially when it's a lace U-part. So like when you sew your weave in versus having a U-part, you get it acts differently because it's on a cap versus on your head. So I have not got any shedding. I haven't had any issues. I haven't experienced nothing. Like, I will say that Magic Hair Company, they are of quality. And I will say that, you know, there's a lot of sites out here that would be like, I'll sell you 8 bundles of hair for $80. And you like, oh, that is a crazy deal. But then you get the hair and it's shedding like a mangy mutt. That is an issue. So, I have never had an issue with their hair for this one or the other hair that I reviewed for. And I also wanted to say that Magic Hair Company is located in California. I know that. I don't know exactly. I think they're in Sacramento at the moment. However, they are opening a flagship store here in Los Angeles. Well, in Culver City. So if you're in the Inglewood, LA, downtown, Hawthorne, Gardena-esque, Westchester area, then you can, I think they're having an opening at the end of the month. So they actually will have a store. So if you don't want to wait for your hair, if you feel like you want to go down to the store and kind of get a feel for it and you are in the area, I believe that will be an option for you to go down there and actually talk to somebody to kind of get it and not kind of be surprised at it. So regardless of what I say, because the thing is, when I review for companies, I try to give my honest opinion as best as possible. But no matter how hard I describe some hair or what the texture may possibly be or what it will be or what it feels like, it's nothing like feeling it for yourself. So if you do have that option to actually go to the store and play with the hair, look at it, see how it flat iron, see how curly it actually is, then I think you should take that option. So yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. I love this. I will be keeping, this is going to be one of my keepsakes because I love my U-parts. I really do. But a lace U-part is much flatter. Like it's somebody would just feel this, and unless they felt real hard, they could feel my braids. But if you just kind of do one of these, like, oh, your hair is pretty, you would just think that it was all mine. So that's the one thing I liked about, I love about it. I love about it because it curls great. That I have to say, it did curl. The first day I curled it, it did not hold a curl very well. And these curls have been in all day, like literally all day, and they have held. They only dropped this much, so it does hold a very good curl. I was gonna wear it straight, but then after I had got all of this volume up here in the front, there's a picture of Aaliyah where she is like sitting on like a sofa, and she had on some red lipstick, some glasses, and her hair looks like this. Well, it's down on this side too, or it might actually be like this. I'm not sure, but that was my inspiration for this particular hair. It was supposed to be something else, and then it went this way, and I was happy with this way. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys have any questions about it, let me know, and I will be more than happy to answer. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is Malibu Dollface, for people who keep asking. And then also follow Magic Hair Company on Twitter and Instagram, which is magichairco. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace.